Here we are in the morning, Sod Bank fishing again. I'm going to give it a whirl. I did catch a striper last weekend, but I didn't have a camera with me as usual. Let me just move the boat a little bit. Getting a little too close to the Sod Bank. Got a wind blowing me in that direction. Let's see if I could buy us a little time here. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's give this a whirl. Splash, so see if that attracts anything. This lure is called a popper because it has this flat concave head right here, and as you twitch your rod, it pops on the surface and splashes. And that's supposed to attract fish in the shallow water next to the Sod Bank. It's like an injured bait fish that's flopping around. Alright, my first greenhead fly of the morning. Maybe I should put my greenhead protectant on. So what I like to do is I head out like I just left the dock, and these are the first set of Sod Banks that I'll fish. And I'll do one drift and then move on. So once I get to the corner of this Sod Bank, there's the other greenhead, got him. Then we'll start the boat and head to the other Sod Banks. And Sod Bank fishing is like going out hunting. You don't know if anything's there on the surface, so you're just trying and looking, searching and looking, searching and looking. So what I'll do is in the morning, doesn't matter what tide it is, I'll go out and Sod Bank fish for about an hour. You know, I try to get up at around 5:30, 5:45. Sod Bank fish for an hour and a half, maybe an hour, depending what the weather's like. And then I'll call it a morning for Sod Bank fish, and then I'll go home and I'll eat some breakfast. Do a couple errands, chores or something like that. Maybe run to the gym, get a quick workout in for a Saturday. Saturdays are usually a non-weightlifting day. It's always some sort of cardio or something. And then I'll come back home. By then we get to see what the tide's doing. And then I'll go out and do some bottom fishing. Now, bottom fishing is when you're fishing for the fish that hang out on the bottom. This is surface fishing. But bottom fishing are your fluke or your flounder. And we've I've had a very productive season so far with the fluke. I think I've kept about 12 fluke already since the spring, and probably caught well over 20. So that's good. All right, so let's move to our other sod bank, and we'll try that out. Sod bank number 2. This is a little bit of a difficult one because the wind is blowing us right into the sod bank. So they're going to be quick, short drifts. And what I'll do is go to the opposite side of the channel, and the wind will blow us away from the sod bank, which will get you more casts in before you have to move the boat. The greenheads seem to be a little worse right here. So after a couple more casts, I'll put my bug wipes on. And that'll keep them off my legs. The popper's popping. Let's try this. Yeah, that is a lot of flies on my ankles. But we're getting close to the bank, so I'll just take another cast. I'll let this fly feast on my leg a second. This way I kill him. Got him. But there's more. Alright, so here's that sod bank already. So let me shut this off. Alright. That stuff is a miracle. Let me give a plug. This stuff here, Skin So Soft Bug Guard plus Picaridian. Don't know what that is, but it's a wipe. And boy, man, I put that on my legs, and the flies don't even come around anymore. It's just wild. Now we have the boat going backwards. So I just have to change my direction a little bit. Turn the boat around. Okay, should bias a little bit. This is a rough fishing wind for drifting the sod banks this morning. Definitely a day for bottom fishing. Out in the middle of the bay where you're not going to drift with anything. Or and right to that sod bank. What we're going to do, we'll get another, I'll reel this in and we'll just cross the channel. And that'll be stress-free fishing. Alright, this appears to be better. As I said, it drifts you away from the sod bank. And you can still cast. Further to get where you want to be. So that was a good one. Annoying noise. Alright, so just move the boat a little bit more. So you can see the difference. Instead of drifting right into the sod bank, the wind blows us right away from the sod bank. Either way, it's half a dozen of one, a dozen of another, because you know, either way your drift is short because you're getting blown out of the target zone. Both of them. Buy me a little more time. Something's caught here. Oh, I see what the problem was, what that noise was. The line is wrapped around. That was better. Best thing about the morning, it's just so quiet out here. Other than me talking, birds are chatting. good cast. So that was some good casts. And let's just move around again so I can get closer to that bank. You guys get a nice morning view. All right. Gotta hate when you hit the actual sod bank. And then they get stuck on the grass. And you already saw a video where that happened. That's not fun. All the appropriate noise and splashing, but not attracting any fish. Like surface fishing. There was a splash in the water right over there, so I'm going to try to cast right by that splash and bring it in. A lot of bluefish have been coming around, but they're not that big. They're young bluefish, so the lure I'm using, they wouldn't go after. Yeah, this one just jumped right there in front of me here, so we'll try that. Bring a bluefish pole. I'll show you that. Just in case there was those little bluefish running around. They like these little silver shiny things. Look like a little fish. So I'll cast it right there. And I'll reel it in at a steady piece, no popping. Nothing, so that's that. But I have a, it's not the only pole I bring with the popper. I bring a few different things in case you see something going on. So that's my bluefish pole. And then I have a standard jig head that I'll use. I'll put something rubber on there. In case I feel like going for weak fish near the Sod Bank. They tend to go more near the bottom too, so. Treble means instead of one hook, treble tray, 3 hooks. Had something there, but I must have hit a piece of mud just under the water. So I went to reel in. The pole bent as if I had a bite. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'll take that one cast there and we'll reel it in. Then I'll shut the camera off. And then if I happen to get any action, I will turn it back on. This way you don't get too bored just watching me do nothing. Tough to have one of those video fishing channels, you know, when they're always catching fish on the show. Don't see that happening a lot here.